Hi, I'm Jerome, and welcome to another day in my life of living positive. I want to come to you today, and first of all, to say thank you for those of you who've been ride along with me, this train, as it were, this journey of self discovery and exploration as I travel down this road being HIV positive. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here for me, for being so encouraging and uplifting, for helping me see my way through even the darkest of times. I started this to begin giving not only myself but my friends a platform, a place to be heard, to share their stories of relevance with respect to living with HIV and AIDS. It's not something that you hear a lot about from very many people, and I recognize that there's a lot of stigma attached. People don't want to self-identify or disclose. I have earned every single gray hair on my head, and I've earned every single T cell that the good Lord has allowed me to keep in my body. And guess what? I also put myself in this position. I performed and submitted to a particular set of behaviors under a particular set of circumstances, which led me to be HIV positive. So, if I were to sit and blame, I would have no one to blame but myself. So why not stand here and say, listen, do as I say, not as I do, not as I did. And hopefully I could touch somebody out there who is not afflicted with this dreadful illness. I could touch you and tell you it doesn't have to be. Or if you do have this, I can show you that there's a good way to live and that you can survive. Man, I've been positive now on record for 10 years. July 31st, it'll be 10 years. However, I've been positive probably for about 16 or 17 years, if I'm being really honest. The reason I'm coming to you today is because I'm sort of starting fresh. A very dear old friend and colleague gave me some wonderful advice, and I'm taking it, and I'm going to run with it. What's most important here is the message. And don't shoot the messenger, but just receive the message, if you will. My series is called Positive. My name is Jerome. I am positive. And yes, I am positive in every sense of the word, though there are days when I'm not quite so optimistic or I'm not quite so upbeat. Case in point, April 12th. For those of you who are continued listeners and viewers of my show, you know what I'm talking about. I sat on here and I cried. And you know what's odd is that I naively thought that I could, because I called this series Positive, I wanted to only show you the sunshiny, upbeats, lollipops, gumdrops, unicorns, and cupcakes, of things. But guess what? I woke up today and I could barely walk to the bathroom because my hips were killing me. Well, not my new hip, but my old hip. My knee was stiff. Then I took my morning meds, and I think I might have taken them too quickly because then I got awful case of GERD. then I couldn't eat for 45 minutes, but then I needed to eat. And it just all of the things that you have to do. And so you're going to get a little bit of that sort of education. Some days you're going to get just me not giving a fuck, and just being like, look, take me as I am. But you know what? You have to take me as I am or don't take me at all, I guess. But I think that if you spend some time with me and you jump into this sidecar with me, you'll learn something. You might laugh from time to time. You get a good little chuckle. Because I am known to be funny when I want to be. Or actually when I'm not trying. But I just want you to continue on this ride with me. Because it's developing. I'm developing. I'm evolving. This show is evolving. I thought I was going to have my friends with me. I thought I was going to have a producer. Now it's just me. And it's going to be me until someone else that I deem worthy steps in and says, I want to help. And I've got some feelers out there. So fingers crossed. But until such time, I want you to stay with me. Please. Give me tomorrow as you've given me today. And I promise you, I will give you my honesty. I will give you my transparency. I will give you my word on those two things. Because I have little else to offer other than that I am positive. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you to those of you out there, and you know who you are. You know who you are who inspired me this week. That was only God. I thank God, and I thank you for joining me. Check me out tomorrow.